and welcome to Legislative Report with your state representative, Glen Grell. I'm Laurie Bull, and we're here at the Pennsylvania Farm Show. This is the 97th Farm Show. Representative Grell, your impressions of this showcase of agriculture?
Well, the Farm Show is always a great opportunity to come out and see what's going on in the world of agriculture. I think there are over 6,000 animals here. We have lots and lots of exhibits, competitive exhibits in some cases. I think there are 10,000 exhibits of one type or another. There are a lot of commercial vendors around showing the important aspect of agribusiness and all of the jobs that rely upon the strength of the agriculture community in Pennsylvania. So it's a tremendous opportunity to see what's going on with agriculture. Also, it gives me a chance to connect with some of my favorite students, the students especially from Cumberland Valley's FFA chapter. We were here with them a little while ago and taped a segment regarding one of their competition projects, which was an edible landscape garden. They won an award for it, and it really gives the students an opportunity not just to study back at school these aspects of agriculture, but to come out here and to actually mix it up with other kids, get in a competition, and to have some success. So it's a tremendous opportunity not just for these students but for all of Pennsylvanians, and I certainly hope Pennsylvanians will come out and be a part of it. We're taping this on Monday, so we have a few more days yet with the Farm Show.
Well, that's great. And we're starting here in Harrisburg, back at the House, a two-year session, legislative session. We've just kicked it off with the swearing in. Your expectations and what's happening right now in the House?
Well, it really is a busy time for the House. Every 2 years we have to reorganize. After each election, there are new members that come in. This year, or this two-year session, we'll have 29 new members, 10 new House Republicans, 19 new House Democrats. So job number one is getting to know who they are and where they're from. We had swearing-in ceremonies last week, and it sort of gets you recharged to come out and do the people's business for another two-year session. Any legislation that didn't pass before last November has to be reintroduced and starts through the process again. So any legislation that was unsuccessful last session, we have to redraft, refile, and solicit co-sponsorships. We're also, we know who the new committee chairman will be, but right now we're waiting to see what our committee assignments will be. Now, in the past, I've been a member of the Appropriations and the Judiciary Committees. I'm hoping to remain on both of those committees. I've been on the Insurance Committee for most of my time in the legislature. I'm hoping to be reappointed to the Insurance Committee. And I'm also hoping to be appointed this session to the new Health Committee with everything that's going on in health care at the national level and, of course, filtering down to the state level. I think it's really important that I know and be up to speed on what those issues are. I think the Health Committee under Chairman Matt Baker will take on a lot of issues that impact doctors and hospitals, which are really vital to a strong community, but that then translates into what the health care availability will be to the citizens of this area. So I'm anxiously awaiting those appointments so that we can move forward with committee work and legislation.
And if you had to pick 2 or 3 issues that you think are going to be at the forefront, what would they be?
Well, the 3 issues that I would say, budget is always the case. Hopefully I'll be on appropriations. We'll start the budget hearings shortly after the governor gives his budget address in early February. Then the 2 big issues that I think really need some attention: transportation infrastructure. How do we find a way to finance the transportation projects, roads and bridges? And equally importantly, I would say, is doing something to reduce the burden of public pensions. As you know, Lori, I've been working on pension reform for several years. We passed some legislation 2 years ago, but that wasn't enough. So we need to take another stab at what we can do to make sure that our state and school employees have a decent retirement, but also that retirement is affordable to the taxpayers and to the school districts. So the leader Terzai, has just named me to co-chair a task force from our caucus on pension reform. So we're going to start working on that to get together all the ideas of what can be done and then try to put together either a response to whatever the governor proposes or a proposal of our own to advance to do something about the burden of public pensions.
Well, it sounds like you have your work cut out for you this next two-year
always.
term. And we just thank you so much for taking time to talk with your constituents today.
Well, thank you. Thanks very much, Lori.
And that's all the time we have. If you have any questions or comments or concerns for Representative Grell, his contact information will be shown in just a moment. Thanks for watching Legislative Report.